why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacle set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the brutal show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom be busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I can get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember YAHANNA's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit a Lord, fuck the cocktail. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they make an oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mad shooters. Devils design fire for our babies to pass through in the day of our king's reign. I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
This shit is endless. What I speak is the truth. I don't care if it's offensive. 12 rounds hit hard, and this shit gon' go the distance. Way to exit cool, but wait till you see the interest. Know that we them niggas when we walk inside the entrance. Put me as the GOAT, you should be honored to get a mention. All my clips is standard, but I still get extensions. Switch on the big 30, sound like when it's spitting. Album so high, I had to give them an extension. One bust till they bury me. Yeah, that's the commitment. Don't trust the soul, niggas purring or they hissing. And when it's
Other shit I see today.
so much, they didn't think I put the fix in. Get the game to go my way, they gon' thinking that I rigged it. If I say it in my raps, I would do it or I lived it. What you say in your raps is entertainment, you just kidding. Hard times, I got tired of being broke, so I fixed it. This pole get the job done. Nigga, this is stick shit. What I speak is the truth. I don't care if it's offensive. The life that I chose, no turning back. We in this. They don't understand till we tell them no forgiveness. Rain on them 40 days, 40 nights. Shit is endless. What I speak is the truth. I don't care if it's offensive. This the life that we chose, no turning back. We in this. They don't understand when we tell them no forgiveness. Rain on them 40 days, 40 nights. This shit I believe in reincarnation, so you know this endless. I'm solidified and stamped. That's why I walk with a signet. Build it from the ground up, did it all independent. Don't put your head in my business. To the wall, I'm appended. They say I walk around like I'm perfect, bitch, I'm sinless, blameless. And if you ain't the same, I'm against it. Was born with the shit, the other half, I'm just gifted. 20 on me, wish a nigga would so I could spend it. Start from the branch, then I ain't at the soil. You got a peer on me, that'll leave your family tree spoil you. Can't catch you, then I get your man, make him loyal. The only comp is me, and I'm trying to be cordial. I feel like I'm royal, and it changes the mind. I love a 10 with a sexy walk, but I'll take a switch with a 9. Gear up and go crazy when they tell me it's time. Empty the whole clip to the last shot like the game. What I speak is the truth. I don't care if it's offensive. The life that I chose, no turning back. We in this. They don't understand till we tell them no forgiveness. Rain on them 40 days, 40 nights. Shit is endless. What I speak is the truth. I don't care if it's offensive. This the life that we chose, no turning back. We in this. They don't understand when we tell them no forgiveness. Rain on them 40 days, 40 nights. This shit is endless.
Love what a nigga need. Family, no more hood dreams. Make it stop, take the pain away. Lord, can you please take this pain away? Ask me how I'm feeling. I'm just day to day. I ain't always sad. I'm just sad today. It's not that I don't mean it. It's just sad to say. Niggas killing niggas. Now that's just sad to say. Love what a nigga need. Family, no more hood dreams. Make it stop, take the pain away. Lord, can you please take this pain away? Ask me how I'm feeling. I'm just day to day. I ain't always sad. I'm just sad today. It's not that I don't mean it. It's just sad to say. Niggas killing niggas. Now that's just sad to say. There you go again. Busting your fist against a stone wall. You not using your brain. Who? What's your name? Be responsible. What's your name? For your choices as well as the consequences. Because the accountability comes freedom, and that creates unstoppable momentum. Look up when you talk to me. In the pursuit of the path you are creating. Straighten up. Who? Stand up. Who? What's your name? Love what a nigga need. Family, no more hood dreams. Make it stop, take the pain away. Lord, can you please take this pain away? Ask me how I'm feeling. I'm just day to day. I ain't always sad. I'm just sad today. It's not that I don't mean it. It's just sad to say. Niggas killing niggas. Now that's just sad to say. Love what a nigga need. Family, no more hood dreams. Make it stop, take the pain away. Lord, can you please take this pain away? Ask me how I'm feeling. I'm just day to day. I ain't always sad. I'm just sad today. It's not that I don't mean it. It's just sad to say. Niggas killing niggas. Now that's just sad to say.
don't know who, somebody need to hear this. Y'all don't speak Hebrew, that's Yiddish. How the fuck you try to label us anti-Semitic? We the Israelites, blacks, native Hispanics. The Germans getting locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black people still up in the Holocaust. 100 million of us died in the transatlantic. 6 million died. Y'all want the world to never forget it. You can never be a Jew. You are Ashkenaz. This ain't a star dum-dum. A gun that would die. Yeah, Yeezy told the truth and got ostracized. Not one person in the Bible had on a yarmulke. We were slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth. I had to make it clear how Jerusalem, your land, your people came from Europe. That was 1947. Your menorah got 9 sticks. It's really only 7. Yeah, it's us against the world. Armageddon. This what happened when you inherit lies from your ancestors. Y'all the synagogue of Satan with them black hats. Your whole nation sitting ducks, Aflacs, bunch of thieves and culture vultures ain't nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander and Philip, you a convert, so tell me, how the fuck is you Israel? That don't make you the people just cause you live there. Why my people can't hate your people? Hate your people like y'all hate Hitler. All the prophets was black and was called nigga. Y'all don't even fit the description that's in the scriptures. Abraham all the way down to Jacob, we the real Jews. Y'all don't study Christ, y'all follow the Talmud. Keep it real, yeah, let's keep it real. No hard truth, it give you chill. Y'all chew-ish cause y'all ain't really them. About to do it like Hammond, this the feast of Purim. U.P.K undefeated, this an easy win. We was born fighting, y'all the evil twin. Jacob took hold of his heel, then out came his little red bastard, they kosher deals. It's only 12 tribes, y'all trying to make it 13. Esau despised his birthright, the Lord cursed him. He ain't the devil who is, I'm still searching. Ask your rabbi, why he give them babies herpes? I don't know what's worse, that or you claiming that you a Maccabee. I'm about to cancel, everybody try to cancel ye. I ain't afraid to speak, that's what I do. They riding to the core, I'm just judging them by their fruit. Cause they ain't suffering curses. If I was carnal, I'd punch you in person. I know this is an uncomfortable subject. They make millions off our culture and black people suffering from it. Yeah, they don't believe in Christ, they're the Antichrist. Make a living off of niggas, they're a parasite. I ain't afraid to tell the truth, niggas terrified. I'm about to go DEFCON 4, I ain't satisfied.
That is absolute proof that they know we are the real Jews. That's absolute proof. Now, you got the records. Go find me a white Jew on any archaeology in Egypt anywhere. You will never find a piece of archaeology with white people as slaves in Egypt. So don't tell me that they were slaves and it's their identity, and they know it.
If you could, I can go ahead and share the class. Walker Shaw, go ahead and share the class. I get started here shortly.
You are not God's chosen people. God's chosen people are living in the ghettos of America. God's chosen people are in poverty and depression in the streets of America. God's chosen people are walking around in America with no identity. That's where God's chosen people are.
Check. Can everybody hear me?
Kansa.
Akashka, Shalom, Yahweh Bashim Shokatah.
Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shaparakatah.
What's going on, Nat?
Everything is the wall.
Most High in Christ. Who else we have in here today?
Hey, Shalom Shukatah.
Shalom, Yahweh Bashim Shokatah. Who that? K out of war?
Come.
Most High in Christ. Nice to see you, brother.
Likewise.
They got Duran unchecked in yet. I want to make sure at least they en route. Oh wow. All right, clap it up. Shalom Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatah. Barakathum to the Hakim. Shalom Yahweh Shema Alathan Bahashim Yahushua to the sisters with I.S.U.P.K. Start of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Operating under command and Junior YAHANNA. If you're not in the I.S.U.P.K, you are not in the truth. What is the truth? The so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians are the Lord's chosen people according to the Bible. That is the truth. What else is the truth? The truth is we've been lied to for hundreds of years in this empire, not knowing our true identity, not knowing our culture, not identifying with our history, and not really looking into the Bible as a pathway of guidance to getting back to knowing who the Most High is and what he wants from us. And you believe in the Bible, there's something that is continually expressed in the Bible, right? You have God's will and man's will, and they can't exist in the same place. All right, with the Lord's will, he's going to make sure that what he wants get done one way or another. You understand? With man's will, is more or less just focused on what it is that his own mind and heart's desires. Well, in the Bible, we find all types of different examples of us following our will versus following the Most High's will. And we also see the fall of our nation because we begin to seek after our own will instead of the Father's will, right? We also get examples of us being obedient to the Father and how we can prosper no matter where we go. In 2024, there's nothing more imperative than us as Black, Hispanic, Native Indians waking up to the truth about how we should live on earth. You understand? They push the narrative, or they push the ideas that heaven is a place you have to lose your life to go to. You understand? So you never understand the real ideal of what's the purpose of living if the only way you can get rewarded doing what the Most High says to do is to lose your life. When the Lord has designed for us to receive the gifts that he wants for us on earth, if we're obedient to his will, you understand? And in today's society, you know, we're lost because we don't understand that's the heritage and that's the history and how great we are as a nation of people. Once again, I'm preaching officer of 5,000, Zion Ya'ala, coming out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. I serve up under Captain 9 Thought, Captain of 13,000, Captain 9 Thought, here in North Carolina. Once again, if you have any questions, put them in the chat box. Lord willing, I'll be able to answer them to the best of my ability. If I cannot answer them, we'll wait till Captain 9 Thought come in. Brothers can answer the question, and we'll move forward, okay? All right, so with that being said, I like to start with hot topics, but I want to get into something that will plague different relationships tomorrow. Notice I used the word plague, right? So can anybody raise your hand and tell me what do you think that I'm referring to by plague that's going to happen tomorrow? Anybody know? Anybody know what that plague that's going to hit the earth tomorrow? Come on, sis. So, hold on. Make sure you get it. Is it on over here, Bunky?
Tomorrow is a holiday called Valentine's Day.
Tomorrow is a day that is called Valentine's Day. That is a plague that's in the earth. All right. So with that being said, according to the world, what happens on Valentine's Day? You want to take a guess at it? Well, in the past, things that we've done, what are the expectations of Valentine's Day, if I may ask?
Supposedly share love.
Shared love, right? Share love through what? What do they say? Gifts, right? And that's why I want to get into tonight the topic We're talking about what man, his heart desires and what he think is right versus what the Lord says, right? If we look into the Bible, we look in Leviticus, the 23rd chapter, we'll find out what the Most High wants from us. We'll find his high holy days, right?
Right.
You know what you won't find in Leviticus 23? You won't find Valentine's Day.
That's right.
All right. And the idea of love can only be expressed in this empire based on what you give. All right. But the Most High looks at us as being obedient to what he says is the true expression of love. You understand? Meaning this, your children can tell you that they love you all day and night, correct? And they do, you know, babies, kids, they run up, they hug you, they, you know what I'm saying? They express, they show gratitude, if I may. Right. All those things can cloud out judgment and not really allow us to understand what love really is. Right. So how does a child really, what ability does a child have to express their love for you? Outside of the hugs and the, I love you, mommy, I love you, dad, you know what I'm saying? I love you, grandma. What other ways do they have to express that they have love for you? Gifts. Say again? Gifts, that's one, but that's not what I'm looking for, okay? That's a great start. Who else has something? Come on, Ayathan.
Like, by being obedient.
By obedience, right? That's the expression of love that we all should seek after, you understand? And that's what the Lord requires of us. You know how many Christians say that they love the Most High? How many churches are there in every city that we go through? How many small towns are filled with churches? Some of these small towns have more churches than they do red lights. But they still don't understand the expression of love or what it consists of. Everybody say they love, and it's all expressed through what? A lot of talking. And that's how most people say that they love the Most High. Well, God says, if you gonna love him, this is what we have to be. What does the scripture say about love, Ayathan? Anybody? What does the Bible say about love?
Salaki, sir.
Come on, Akashka.
The Bible says, if you love God, you'll keep his commandments.
Can you pull the scripture for me, Bible Kushaw?
Salaki, sir. I need to look for it.
Okay, it's too hard, brother. If you just pull it, because I wanted that way, we're going to get it out of the Bible so everybody can write it down. It's your first time attending classes in the I.S.U.P.K. You should have a pen and paper to write these things down on, maybe a highlighter for your Bibles, for your biblios. You know what I'm saying? So that way you can go back and look at these scriptures and see that I'm not pulling a rabbit out of a hat.
Right.
Come on, Ayathan.
Book of John.
Oh, Salakia. And with that, I'm going to turn the class over to Priest and Captain of the Lord, Captain of 13,000, Captain 9,000, Banyamya. Clap it up.
Shalom, Akim.
Hey, shalom, sir.
Shalom.
Shalom, Yahweh Shem Shakatah.
Shalom, Yahweh Shem Shakatham. Shalom, Shemata Bashim Mashai. To the sisters. All right. Where we at?
So, like, I was just about to get into what love actually was and go into the plague that's going to hit the earth tomorrow that we call Valentine's Day.
Yeah, Valentine's.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Come, sir.
Okay. So let's go. What was the history on Valentine's Day? Who has the history on Valentine's Day?
Well, we have it pulled up, sir. Officer Bunker, y'all has it pulled up.
Come on.
Come on.
Let's start reading. Let's read a little bit to it.
Come on, sir.
I forget yesterday was, you know what I mean? We gonna make Esau rich.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Amount of chocolate and candy we're gonna buy. You know what I mean? We're gonna make him rich. You know what I mean? And have you all ever seen where does the majority of the chocolate come from? Know where the chocolate come from?
Say again.
Guess who makes your chocolate?
I would have to say Amalek, right?
Right down there in the Caribbean. I forget the country.
Oh,
in the Caribbean.
Oh, the cocoa.
Yeah, we have the cocoa. I think it's either St. Lucia. It could be one of those islands.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
I know Grenada also have.
Yeah, is either Grenada or St. Lucia. One of them places where you get, you know what I mean, the real, you know what I mean, cocoa to make that chocolate. You know what I mean? And they getting paid pittance. Right? All right. So come on. Let's start it. Whoever go ahead and read it.
Come on, God.
And also too, who controlling the what you call it again, the StreamYard, right? Check the chat area right there. There's a there's a sign-in sheet for brothers and sisters who's signing in online, so they could put the name in, so we could start getting the time. Okay. So come on, who's gonna read it for me?
I got you. Hold on. Salakia.
Okay.
One moment.
Akashka, you have the what you call it again? You have the scripture. All right, give me first. I think it's first done 3 and 4.
Okay, sir.
Like, sir.
Mm-hmm. Come on.
I had the you talking about the scripture also Zion called for?
Yeah.
Come on, I had it.
Mm-hmm.
The book of John, chapter 14 and verse 15. If you love me, keep my commandments.
All right, and that's the Lord. The Lord is saying, if you love me, keep my commandments. I'm going to get into some Valentine's Day. Right? So come on. Read on.
Come on, verse 16. And I will pray the Father, and I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another comforter, that he may.
So that going into the fact we're speaking about the Lord giving you that vibe, that Holy Spirit. All right. So now what's in Banque, are you ready for me?
Oh, come on, sir. I'm ready.
Come on.
All right. It says Lupercalia and its relationship to Valentine's Day. I have chosen to research Lupercalia for my post as a celebration holds some personal significance for me. It is a festival of fertility and prosperity celebrated in ancient Rome between the 13th and 15th of February, a date which holds much importance to me as it is my birthday. In this
right,
blog,
so of course, right, like so many of our dumb sisters, it's similar. Meaning what? Meaning what?
It's like I don't want.
Come on, Hawan.
It's equal.
Yes, it's evil, but when I say pertaining to our sisters, meaning remember what he just read there, right? Like Valentine's Day is like, it's almost like your birthday.
Okay.
So in other words, if you don't buy them a gift, or you know what I mean, buy them something, what's gonna happen?
So like I don't want. You'll be upset with you?
Upset? I wish. Let Tyrone come with that gift and see what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? you know how much X you know what I mean? There are gonna be a lot of X's tomorrow if you don't have them gifts. Right? If you don't have them gifts, there's gonna be a lot of X's tomorrow. Why? Because our sisters take this as being, you know what I mean, almost as if it's their birthday. All right? Now read on.
Con of the one con. The origin of the name Lupercalia, also known as the Feast of Lupercal or Lupercal, is derived not only from the Roman fertility god Lupercus, but also from the name given to the cave where Romulus and Remus, the founders of Rome, were alleged to have been nurtured by a she-wolf.
Okay, so now what we actually reading about here? What we're reading about here now?
So, yes, sir. The origin of how they basically decided to make Valentine's a holiday.
Okay, for example, right, the Bible.
Come on, sir.
When you read the Bible, right? If you had to describe the Bible, how would you describe the Bible?
So, sir, I would say that this book is, the culture of the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and how this is.
What about it? What about the people and the stories in it?
Well, slightly, sir. I would say that this is their history.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
It's our book of records.
Yes, it's our book of records. But what would you say about the people and the stories in it?
Oh, Salaki, sir. I didn't hear your question correct. I'm so sorry, Salaki. You said the people and the stories.
Yeah.
How we adapted to other heathen customs and cultures.
Right. Okay.
Captivity under the heathens.
Correct. So the people and the story in it are what?
Test it. It's history.
It's history. But give me a little more, because what you're reading here is history too, right?
I think it's more like a myth.
Say that one more time, Yana.
It's more like a myth.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to get at. The Bible is about what? Real people. Real flesh and blood people. Real stories. Events that did occur. You understand? There's tons of evidence that this earth was what? Flooded.
Sir.
You understand? No, Romulus and Remus, are they real?
Live.
No, these are just made up stories. You understand? Your oppressor didn't have the Bible, so he had to go create a book and stories for his generation, so they at least have something to feel good about, something to hold on to. You understand? Right? So what you're reading about here is what? A myth. Some story where, where Valentine's Day come about. All right, read on.
Con of the one con. The legend goes that in the 6th century BC, the twins' father, King Amulius, ordered that they should be drowned as infants in the river Tiber after their mother broke her vow of celibacy.
Right, go on.
Salakia. Having been placed in a basket by a servant that took pity on them, they were carried downriver by the river god and were caught in the branches of a fig tree.
Sound like the story of Moses to me, but go ahead. I ain't gonna say nothing.
Right. They were discovered by a female wolf who raised them in her den at the base of Palatine Hill, where Rome was founded. That will later be named Lupercal.
Yes, and Rome. What's the symbol for Rome? What's the symbol for Rome?
Salaki, sir. Eagle. Was it an eagle?
No. When I say Rome, the city, or Roma. What's your symbol?
Yes, sir. The she-wolf.
Yeah, a she-wolf with what?
Yeah, hear me, sir?
With
Yes.
tit.
with two Edomites sucking our breasts.
Yes. With two child, right, underneath the wolf, suckling underneath that wolf. That's the symbol. You understand? Right? Read on. Right? And now, whole way at, give me Amos 5 and 21.
Con of the one con. The
Whole way at, with 1 minute, Bankel. Let's read Amos 5 and 1 and 21.
I got it.
Go ahead.
It's the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 21. I despise your feast days.
Right? The Lord say he hate and he despise what? Your feast days, your days that you create as a celebration, as a holiday. You understand? The Lord hates it. Right? Why does the Lord hate it?
It's like you, sir.
Uh-huh.
Because they're not his, they have nothing to do with the Lord.
Yes, it's not his. And the Lord say he is a what? He is a jealous God. He is jealous. So when you celebrate days like Valentine's, like Christmas, you are not doing what? You are celebrating what? Another God.
Right.
And the Lord hates it.
That's right.
Right? Read on.
And I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
Right. So many of us more than likely went to church this Sunday and the pastor was maybe telling you, don't forget to get that gift for your wife. For Valentine's Day, get her something to show that you appreciate her. Right? That pastor does not know the Bible, nor does he know the Most High.
Right.
You understand? Because the Lord is saying what? I hate and I despise your feast day. Christian, hate is in the Bible.
Right.
Understand? And the Lord hates Valentine's Day. He hates it. You might love it, right? You might love the hell out of Valentine's Day, but the Lord what? He hates it. Right? Read on.
Okay. Verse 22. Though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them.
The Lord is not going to accept anything. You could bless that chocolate how much you want. You understand? The Lord is not going to accept it. All right? Any more?
Come.
Read.
Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts.
All right? He's not going to regard anything that you're going to do on that day. Nothing that you hold sacred on that day, he is going to regard. It means nothing to him. And that's the reality. That's the Bible. Right? Your slave master, your oppressor, he wants you to celebrate Valentine's Day. Why does your oppressor want you to celebrate Valentine's Day?
So like it, sir.
Uh-huh.
So like he can profit financially off of
yes.
the money we spend with him.
Yes, he killing two birds with one stone. One, he's going to get what? Rich on that day. You understand? And two, he knows you're angering the Lord. And he is your God rather than the Most High being your God, because he's telling you what to celebrate. Valentine's Day was created by your oppressor. And we'll see, because Romulus and Remus has nothing to do with the Bible.
Right.
Ain't no story about Romulus and Remus going down no river. All right? Read on.
Verse 23. Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs.
What's the Lord saying?
Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs.
The Lord don't want to hear songs. You want to go and play Usher? Go play Usher. The Lord don't want to hear Usher. You want to hear none of them songs. You want to play them slow music with candles and all with the whole works. He doesn't want to hear it. You understand? You have a woman and she giving you ultimatum about buying a gift on Valentine's Day. Either buy the gift or she leave, let her leave.
Right.
You understand? Let her leave. Right? Give her directions to the nearest phone booth.
Okay.
To go call somebody who cares. Right? Read on.
For I will not hear the melody of thy vows.
No, they're going to hear the melody of your vows. He ain't going to hear you. He's not going to hear you. Right? Go back to the story now. Bankael.
Connor Wankan.
Uh-huh.
It says the festival of Lupercalia was in itself a very violent and sexually charged affair that was carried out in two separate locations. Firstly, in the cave itself, and secondly, in the Roman open-air public meeting place called Comitium.
Yes, and now you could see all of that transpiring today. That whole Valentine's Day is around what? Sexual intercourse. You understand? Anybody who buys your chocolate, you feel good about, you know what I mean, some man buying your chocolate, you know what I mean, he might get you. Right? We're going to have to teach our daughters to hate this day, man. We're going to have to teach our sons to hate this day and not celebrate it. You understand? Don't be a sucker for some woman in the world. Or, you know what I mean? Or your daughter be some sucker for some brother in the world. You understand? You're going to have to teach them what the Lord wants us to celebrate. Right? We have what? Feast of Purim coming up. Right? Them is the days the Lord wants us to what? Celebrate. Passover coming up. Right? Read on.
At the Lupercal cave, a dog and one or more male goats to represent sexuality were sacrificed by the Luperci.
And something with them heathens about animal and them heathens. Something with them animals and them heathens, brother. You know what I mean? Stories, I'm not shocked when I hear wild stories about these heathens and animals. I'm not. You understand? Something about them. All right, read on.
Connor Wankan. Two of them at this point naked would be smeared by the blood from the sacrificial knife. As the Luperci priests laughed, the blood was removed with wool soaked in milk. Strips of the freshly sacrificed goats were then cut to form what are referred to as thongs or februa. These
No. Go ask these sisters and these brothers who celebrating Valentine's Day. What is Valentine's Day all about? What they're going to tell you?
Salakia, sir. They're going to say romance.
Yeah, romance. And what's the next thing that's synonymous with Valentine's Day?
Salakia, I don't want if I may.
Come on.
They'll say it's about love.
Yeah. And who is the God of love?
They should.
I might be getting it mixed up, but you don't gotta tell me.
So I get a one.
Come on.
Cupid.
Cupid, right? And Cupid had to do with his Valentine's Day too.
So I get on.
Uh-huh.
I believe it's Eros, if I'm pronouncing the name right.
Eros.
Right? So as we all know too, like most of these gods have what? About 5 different names. It all depends on which when it started, which you call it again?
Which culture?
Yes, culture. Tawada. Yeah, I mean, was in power, right? Because we could go all the way back to who? Who we could go all the way back to?
The Babylonians are the one.
Yes, and who was in Babylonian? Which god?
It's like Sir Nimrod.
No, not Nimrod.
The Babylonians is Baal.
Baal.
No. Look up Astaroth or Astaret.
Ashereth.
Right? All right. Because remember, it says it has to deal with what? Fertility. All right. Look up Astaret or Astaroth in the Zondervan.
Salah, y'all one.
Come on.
If I may add to what you were saying, you know, is five celebration of 5 different gods, and you better believe she got 5 different men trying to celebrate it with her.
Yes. Yes. These sisters have no cut cards right now, brother. You know, so America done teach her, you know what I mean, all the bad things to do. Come on.
Select out of one. I have this from the BibleHub.com. Astarte or Astoreth. It says name and origin attributes of the goddess Ashtoreth as a moon goddess. The local Ashtaroth. Name and origin. The name of the supreme goddess of Canaan and the female counterpart of Baal.
Right? Now give me I think it's Zondervan, I think explain it a little more also to who Astaroth was. Right? Can you all pull a picture up of Astaroth? Who put it up in his Zondervan?
Salaki, I got it. I got it in Zondervan.
Go ahead.
This is out of the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. Ashtoreth, a goddess of the Canaanites. Worshipped all along the seacoast from Ras Shamra, or Ugarit, southward through Phoenicia and Philistia. The plural Ashtaroth is found commonly and refers to the idols representing her. Her male consort was apparently Baal, and the two were worshipped with lewd rites.
Right. So okay. So now does it give you a description of Astaroth? Oh, what am I doing here? Hold on, let me see if I can get it right here for you all. Hold on, where's Astaroth? Hold on. Let me see. Anybody got pictures yet?
Kind of one kind. I think I have her right here, out of one.
Oh no, there's one where it shows you where she have at least 3 you know what I mean, female parts on either side.
Good night. What about this one? This is not a good one, sir?
Where? Show me.
Ishtar from
Show me it. You showing me?
Kind of one con.
I'll take my joint here stick.
Like that one.
Yeah, come on.
I think I found a definition of Zondervan. Ashtaroth, goddess of the Canaanites.
Yeah. What's his name? Kiad War. He read it. Tawada. So give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute, Akim Aquath. 1 minute. Right. This is this book right here. A good book for you to get. Hold on. 359.
what's the name of the book?
So like, what is the title of that book, sir?
It's the myth of the goddesses, evolution of an image. So it tells you how basically how these goddesses evolve. Like Mary was Ishtar, Astoret also too. But it all evolved, right? So every civilization tried to bring it in, and we're trying to bring it in, the tie Mary into what? To the Bible. And it's just a worship of a what? Of a goddess, of a woman. Right? Well, hold on. I'm gonna get just stuff here. Hold on. One more minute. If I don't find it, then we just move on.
What's the name of it?
I know I saw the picture somewhere in here, man. Hold on.
The water.
Oh man. Nope. I think it's the same pictures you all have there. But I'm gonna keep on looking for it though. But go ahead. Where we at right now? Where we at right now?
We are in the article, Adawan. You want me to continue reading the article?
I think is that it on the article or more?
There's more.
Okay, skip around. Yeah, so well then give me some more.
Khan says these were to be used later in the celebration, and it's likely to be where the name for our month of February found its origins. The festivity.
Yes.
Khan.
Right. So February is another god, right?
Khan.
What's it? February? If I'm pronouncing it correct. Right? And the god of what?
Fertility, right?
Look it up. Look up February. That's good. Everyone get it.
Says February.
Yeah, I ain't seen it, but this is definitely a good read.
Go back up, Monty.
Can we use the Wikipedia? Or?
Yeah. So now we are doing what? We celebrating what?
Salagi, sir.
Come on.
It says the God of purification in the underworld.
All right. All right, which is another goddess. All your months, goddesses, right? Or gods, I should say. Right? And now February, which is the month for what?
Black History Month.
Yeah, Black History Month. Right? Now you had to share it with what? Valentine's Day.
Right.
Right? All right. Any more?
Khan.
Come on.
It says the festivities were then transferred to the city of ancient Rome. Naked or near naked, the Luperci ran around using the februa to whip all women who were in striking distance. This was a fertility rite. Welcomed by many of the ladies present, who often bared their skin to be lashed. Location was often important. For example, a lashed breast may lead to lactation. As time progressed, this tradition became more chaste as nudity fell out of favor and women were whipped on their hands by fully clothed men.
Right. So now this is one story they're giving you here, right? I'm not too sure you have this in the story also too, but it is also from there's a story if you look hard over the internet, like you gotta get a real deep search. I mean, they give you a story of two oppressors fighting in a I think it's Rome military, one of those military, one of them dying or something like that, and giving the other man a heart or something like that.
So lucky I don't
Right?
want.
Come on.
General Muhammad taught a class on this years ago, and it was Lucius Varenus and Titus Julio.
Very good. That's yes. Good memory. That's it. Right, and that's another aspect of this whole Valentine's Day, where it came from two, you know what I mean, two men, two male lovers. And now today, when you look it up, you're gonna see so many different meanings. It's the same thing they try to do to the Bible. You ever hear people say when you read the Bible, right? What you get from it may not be what I get from it. You ever hear them say that? Right? Meaning what?
It's like
meaning, come on.
That's your interpretation.
Yes. Or my what? So that's what I owe. My what?
Opinion.
Yes, my opinion. So what you gather from the Bible mightn't be what I gather from the Bible. And it's the same thing when it comes to Valentine's Day. Everybody wants to give you a story, tell you where it come from, but it really came from those two male lovers.
That's right.
All right, that's the history on Valentine's Day in a nutshell for you. Right? All right. Any more scriptures on it? Come on, Akim. Any more scriptures on it?
I thought my man was behind me.
Precept. So we have Amos, 5:21. Earth to Akim.
Salaki.
I'm gonna start asking them sisters. Come on.
I got Jeremiah 10:2.
All right, come on, read it.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
Right? The Lord is saying what?
Learn not the way of the heathen.
Right, because this here, Romulus and Remus, what's your two men name? Bankeal?
Lucius Varenus and Titus Polio.
Right. These are not your people.
Right.
These are not. You understand? If your oppressor wants to celebrate Valentine's Day, by all right, let him do it. But you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you are not to celebrate Valentine's Day.
Right.
Right?
So
you are not. Come on.
So like Yadawan, can he start at verse 1?
Go ahead, start at verse 1 for me.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
Right, O house of who?
Israel.
Of Israel. Right, ain't no other people he's speaking to. He's speaking to the house of Israel, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Read on.
Verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
Lord is saying what?
Learn not the way of the heathen.
Learn not the way of the heathens. And celebrating Valentine's Day is learning the way of the heathen. Right. Celebrating Christmas, all these holidays that the oppressor gave us, we are learning their ways. When you celebrate Easter, you are learning their ways. Right? Read on.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
Be not dismayed, right? At the signs of heaven. You don't start worshiping stars, the moon, and the sun. Don't do it. You understand? Because the heathens do it. Why they go to church on Sunday? Why? Because Sunday is the worship for what? For the sun god.
That's right.
Right.
Right? That is not the Sabbath. The Sabbath is what? Sundown Friday to sundown Saturday.
That's right.
That's the Lord Sabbath. Okay. Not Sunday. What you're doing in church is you actually worshiping the sun god.
Right.
Right? Read on.
For the heathen are dismayed at them.
Right? The heathen, he look up at the sun and he's dismayed at the brightness of it. You understand? But you look up at the sun and you know that what? It's day. It's time to work. You understand? You look up at the moon, you know it's night. Time to take a rest. Right? It starts another one day ends, another starts. You know that. You know the moon there for what? To tell you about the seasons, your high holy days. You understand? But you ain't there to what? Worship the moon.
Right.
You ain't there to make a day for the moon, a day for the sun. Right? Read on.
Verse 3. For the customs of the people are vain.
Right? These things are what?
Vain.
Vain. Meaning what?
One.
Huh?
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing gonna come from it,
Right.
Nothing. You know what I mean? If this woman wants to go and become, you know what I mean, be promiscuous because you ain't bring her no chocolate, brother, let her go. Let her go.
That's right.
Don't anger the Lord. Don't love a woman more than you love the Lord.
Right.
You understand? Don't do that. You're going to anger the Lord. You're going to anger him. And you're a woman, you know what I mean? You're in the school, your man in the world. Don't anger the Lord.
Right.
Bring your chocolate, say, baby, I'm good. I'll take that tomorrow, some other day. You don't have to buy me no chocolate. You understand? You be a good example of a one West woman. Brothers, likewise. The woman in the world, you gotta stand firm on that. It's harder on a brother in a way. You understand? Just in a way. But it's almost there on level par with men and women. But you more hear about a woman leaving a man because she ain't get no gift or no chocolate.
Right.
Because the majority of men, you're a man, you don't care about no chocolates. Who the hell care about chocolate? And correct me if I'm wrong, but Valentine's Day is really for women, right?
That's right.
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 You know what I mean? And you creating what? What type of woman you're creating?
It's like it one.
Uh-huh.
Selfish woman.
Yes, a selfish. The Bible calls her what?
It's like.
Shameless.
Come on.
It's like it one.
Uh-huh.
Shameless.
No, give me what it's saying Proverbs, a simple woman.
Oh, it's like it one.
So like you say, you talking about where it says the woman is camel, she is simple knowing nothing.
Yes, give me that. All right. These brothers here, brother, they are about to be under the gun. You hear me? They're about to be under the gun. That woman's mouth is going to be shooting off at 100 miles per minute. That brother walking there with nothing in his hands. She don't want to hear how hard you've been working and you forget. Nah.
Like
she's reminding you. Tonight you're getting reminded. You're getting a text before you come home. Yeah, go ahead, sir.
It's like, so I got the precept.
Go ahead, read it.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 9, verse 13. A foolish woman is clamorous.
A foolish woman is what?
Clamorous.
It's clamorous. It's clamorous. Meaning what?
It's like you said.
Uh-huh.
She likes to talk a lot.
You like to run that mouth.
Okay, sir.
She like to run that mouth.
Right.
Right? Read on.
She is simple.
She's what?
Simple.
She is simple. Meaning, when the Bible says she is simple, what does that mean?
Slack it, sir.
Another adjective. Come on.
Lack of understanding.
I'll take that. You're professional with it. I like that. You know what I mean? I might just say she's slow.
Right.
You know what I mean? She's simple. You want to know who's the dumbest person in the room?
Oh, about the woman?
The one that talks the most in the room. You understand?
Right.
A woman should be what? Seen but not heard. You understand? She should be in the corner, you know what I mean, keeping that mouth closed unless she asks a question. Unless she's in class raising her hand to get a question in. You understand? But these sisters in the world are. You understand? Them gremlins in the world, them cracklings in the world are. Brother, I mean, Tyrone and them fitting to see hell tomorrow.
Salaki out of water, if I may.
Come on.
So, with respect to Valentine's Day, a holiday like creates a spirit of whoredom, you know, amongst our people, especially our sisters, you know, and even the brothers, you know, because it's almost like there's a term in Latin called quid pro quo, which means something for something. So you receive the Valentine, and in exchange for the Valentine, they give you love, or they give you their romance, or give you their body, or what have you. You know? And so I know that the scriptures talk about us not creating a whore of our sisters, and that's exactly what this holiday does. Salakia.
You're correct. Right. And give me what you say, a gift destroyed the heart.
Salakia Adawan. Is it Ecclesiastes 7:7?
I believe so. Go ahead. I want to get it.
Come.
Go ahead.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart.
Right. And a what?
And a gift destroyeth the heart.
A gift destroyed the heart. You're teaching a woman a bad lesson. If you're buying her a gift on what? Valentine's Day. That's right. You're going to be like, what? Baby, we ain't celebrating birthdays anymore, but you know what I mean? I'll get you something for Valentine's Day. How stupid can you be?
Right.
Maybe you the simple one. You understand? Like, read that one more time.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
Right. Oppression maketh a wise man mad. We oppressed right now. And you're going to tell me we're going to take our hard-earned money to go buy chocolate just for one day? To go take you out somewhere just for one day? Why can't I take you out, you know what I mean, on Friday? Why do I take you out tomorrow? And then you're going to dine at Lobsters? No. Nope. The Lord is saying what? Read out the next verse.
And a gift destroyeth the heart.
Gift destroyed the heart. You understand? As Bankias just said, our sisters are going to turn into what? Exotic women on that day, tomorrow. They're going to be expecting a gift to what? To give up something. They're going to be expecting it.
No, but isn't that also like prostitution as well? Like instead of exchange for money, it's like you giving chocolates for sex. Isn't that prostitution in a sense?
Yes, it is, but they don't see it as that in the world.
Right.
You understand? In the world, according to their definition, prostitution is a woman who exchanges services for money.
Right.
All right, but it's nonetheless, it's similar to it. That's why the Bible say, give me what it says. It says, don't make don't turn your daughter into a whore.
Salak Adawan, is it Are we going in Deuteronomy 23 and 17 or Leviticus 19 and 29?
Give me either one. Right, not the one where it talks about go ahead.
This is the book of Leviticus 19, chapter 19, verse 29. Do not prostitute thy daughter.
That's it. Do not what?
Prostitute thy daughter.
Right? You teaching her about Valentine's Day. You are teaching her to basically become a prostitute as the pariah was making note. All right? Read on.
To cause her to be a whore.
To what?
To cause her to be a whore.
To cause her to be a hoe. Now you're bringing up your child, and now you know what I mean, she's seeing that you buying mommy gift, buying her gifts. So when she grows up, what does she expect a man to do?
Like that one.
Come on.
To buy her gifts.
Yeah. And if that man don't buy her gift, she will go with what? The next man that buy her a gift.
So, like, if I may, sir.
Come on.
May I add the fact that that by a brother giving us these sisters a gifts or whatnot, it's the idea of selfishness as well. Like, it shows off to the other sisters, like, look what my man got that you don't have. It goes against sisterhood.
Yes, and I think our brother was saying that was bringing that out also to the selfishness. Of course, all these holidays that the woman is catered towards women is us. You really making them into selfish monsters, into selfish human beings. Come on.
And I was also say this, also go into the spirit of Eve, being the fact that when Satan beguiled her, saying that, like, saying if you surely partake of this knowledge, then you should be like God, like a God for the day or whatnot.
Yes, and that's it. Valentine's Day is she wants you to, boy, them brothers gonna be in hell tomorrow. I'm telling you, they're gonna be in hell tomorrow.
In their turtlenecks.
Yeah. I would not be shocked if the day start off with bad news, with a ton of of abusing and unaliving going on. You understand?
Salaki 2 out of 1.
Come on.
Doesn't the Bob Marley One Love movie come out tomorrow as well?
Oh, you for real?
I think so. If it not, it does come out tomorrow.
Come on, somebody else look that up and tell me.
I think it come out tomorrow.
Like the oppressor, he knows how to market, man.
It comes out tomorrow.
Comes out tomorrow.
Wow.
So guess what? Spliff, some chocolate.
Ooh, and a movie.
Yeah. Isa know how to get you, buddy.
Hot date.
Yeah.
Salaki Adawan.
Come on.
It's gonna be a bunch of weed and chocolate tomorrow.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, he really trying to bring it all the way in. You understand? Oh boy. Online. He is what the Bible say about Esau. He is a what? A cunning hunter.
Right.
He cunning. You know what I mean? That boy, them cinemas are gonna be full tomorrow. Packed. Right, where we at right now?
It's like it. We still at
Come on.
Leviticus 29.
Read on.
Khan. Lest the land fall to whoredom.
Lest the land what?
Fall to whoredom.
And has the land fallen to whoredom? The land has fallen to whoredom. You understand? And it's you could say twofold. You understand? Meaning what? We worshiping other gods. We like a whore to other gods, and now we literally like whores because of these days, especially Valentine's Day. You understand? And then Cupid. Give me some history on Cupid. And Cupid, he's the does he have on clothes or he's a naked baby?
Naked baby, sir.
Rod outside, everything, right?
So, like it, sir, if I may.
Come on.
Could this be a precept as well? The book of Luke, chapter 16, verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
It says, and it says, and he said unto them, ye are they which justify yourselves before men, but God knoweth your hearts.
Mm-hmm.
For that which is highly esteemed among men is abomination in the sight of God.
Yes, I'll take that. That's like your preachers and them who try to teach you to celebrate Valentine's Day.
Come on.
You understand? Those disgusting preachers who try to push black men, you know what I mean, you use these women to oppress black men.
So like,
understand? Come on.
Also, could we use Proverbs 5:21 as a precept?
Come on.
Come on, the book of Proverbs, chapter 5 and verse 21. For the ways of man are before the eyes of the Most High, and he pondereth all his goings.
Right.
So like,
go ahead.
Verse 22, his own iniquities shall take the wicked himself, and he shall be holden with the cords of his sins.
All right. So read it from the top again.
Come on. Book of Proverbs, chapter 5 and verse 21. For the ways of man are before the eyes of the Most High.
Right. So meaning what? The way you're living is what? Is right in front of the Lord. He's seeing everything.
That's right.
Seeing you going into the stores, buying what? Chocolate, teddy bears, weed. Seeing you.
That's right.
Right? Your pipe. He's seeing everything. Read on.
Come on. And he pondereth all his goings.
And he what?
Pondereth all his goings.
All his goings. You understand? He pondering, meaning what? He looking at man and he thinking, what's going on here? What is all this chocolate and teddy bears about? And weed? What is this all about? Read on.
Come on. His own iniquities shall take the wicked himself.
His own what?
Iniquities shall take the wicked himself.
You understand? Meaning what? You're going to celebrate Valentine's Day and that B is still going to leave you.
Right.
You understand? Because your chocolate ain't big enough. You buy them small little Pharaohs, them little small little wrong balls, and Tyrone went and get the big Kit Kat. You understand?
Right.
When I get a big chocolate, she gonna leave you. You understand? Why? Because you're teaching her something evil.
Against yourself.
You're teaching that woman something evil, yes. You're teaching her that what? When she tell you go get something, you better hop, skip, and run.
That's right.
You understand? Or else, Tyrone, she'll be on the phone calling Tyrone. I could get somebody else to go get it for me. If you don't want to, and you're going to jump up like a frog or Jack in the box and go get it.
So like out of one.
Train you. Come on.
You're going to create a Lori Harvey.
Yes. Yuck. Yes. Come on, let's get something on Cupid. What is it about Cupid?
Slightly, sir.
Uh-huh.
Slightly, if I may, it was another precept that I had. I just wanted to know if it would fit the narrative of what we're talking about.
Come on, let me hear it.
It's the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 3. And they have cast lots for my people.
Mm-hmm.
I have given a boy for an harlot, and a girl for wine that they might drink.
I'll take that.
All
right, because we hear, and this is more so towards who?
Slightly, sir.
Come on.
towards blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Yes, but towards who in the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian community?
Oh, it's like I said, the women.
Not just the woman. Who is it directed towards? Read it one more time.
It's the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 3. And they have cast, I see. And they have cast lots for my people. And have given a boy for an harlot. And sold a girl for wine.
Right. And who has done that? Come on.
The oppressor has.
Yes. But give me a little more. Somebody was going to say something.
So, like you said, a Christian pastor.
Yeah, your pastor. And who again?
Priest.
Who again?
You said, who are they?
No. Who again? So remember, right? These grown adults that's celebrating Valentine's Day, where do they learn it from?
Slagia, sir.
Come on.
From their leaders. From the Christian church.
Yes. Okay. Let me ask you this. You all this, right? Kodam.
Kamikaze.
When he was in the world, right? Right, the old man.
Right?
You ever celebrated Valentine's Day? The old man.
Oh no, there's a trick question out.
There ain't no trick question.
Get out.
Okay, ask me.
Kamikaze, sir.
Yeah, you did, but okay, now where you learn that from?
Oh,
the Christian church.
Come on.
From our parents.
Yeah.
So like I one if I may.
Come on.
You know, I didn't learn Valentine's Day from my parents. I learned it when I went to second grade, when I was in kindergarten, and they made us exchange Valentines in the class. It's in the oppressor Esau's school curriculum. You know,
yes,
he promotes worship of other gods in his school systems.
Yes. What when you learned that, what did mommy and daddy do? Did they stop you?
Sir, they did not.
No. Did mommy and daddy celebrate, give each other gifts for Valentine's Day? Did daddy buy some for mommy?
Right.
Yeah, you learn that at home. It's just like today, right? You have kids. Are they celebrating Valentine's Day in school?
Come on.
Is your kid doing it?
La.
No. So where they learning that behavior from? Where they don't celebrate Valentine's Day. Where they learning it from? Come on.
America.
No. Where your kids that in truth with you, where they learning not to celebrate Valentine's Day from? Come on. Understand what you said?
Oh, come on. They learning not to celebrate it from us.
From us. From the parent who teaching them not to do it. Because as a kid, you will only do what your parents allow you to do.
Right.
You understand?
So
now, if you have a simple child who, you know what I mean, who he or she learns only when something happened to them, then they might be the ones to do it behind your back. And you're going to find out. You're going to find out. You understand? But you in this truth here, you're going to teach your kids, your sons and your daughters, not to do what? You're not going to sell your son and daughter for no wine. You're not doing it. You understand? You're not doing that. But mommy and daddy would, though. They would give you up to America. They would tell you do what? Salute the flag. Stand at attention for that national anthem. You sitting down, no, you better get up and sing that. Right? And then, of course, your preachers, they're the number one. Because why? Because mommy and daddy more than likely going to church and expecting the preacher to teach them about the Most High. But instead, he's not. He's teaching them about America and their days, their holidays. All right, give me some Cupid.
Con of one con. This is according to Britannica online. Cupid, Roman god. Cupid, ancient Roman god of love in all its varieties. The counterpart of the Greek god Eros, and the equivalent of amor in Latin poetry.
Right, which means Cupid as well, another god of what? Love. Right? But Cupid is what? Also what? A Roman what? God. Right? Did it have his, yeah, you see Greek, Eros. Right? Which lets you know all these gods, all these holidays that you're celebrating, they are ancient. They are old. What does the Bible say? There's nothing what? New under the sun. Nothing new. You understand? It's just the delivery of it. The delivery might be what? Different. Right? It's no different than what? Thanksgiving. When brothers and sisters celebrate Thanksgiving, even though they know what? The history behind it, they say what? I'm celebrating Thanksgiving because what? I'm giving the Lord thanks. Well, Negro, you can't give the Lord thanks on any other day. Why you choose the day I.S.U.K give you for Thanksgiving?
Right.
So I got one.
Come on.
Or they say, I know it's wrong, but I want to do it because I feel like it.
Yeah. Some of them just come near me right out and say it. You understand? When all of that is going to what? Anger the Lord. The Lord said what? Give me Deuteronomy 6 and 4. Give me Deuteronomy 6 and 4.
So like I have it.
Go ahead, come Papa.
Come with con, sir. This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse 4. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord.
Right? The Lord our God is what?
Is one Lord.
Is one Lord. One. He's not sharing it with Cupid. He's not sharing it with Romulus and Remus. He's not sharing power with them.
Right.
He's one Lord. Right? Read on.
Con, verse 5. And thou shalt love thy Lord thy God with all thine heart.
And he's going to do what?
And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thine heart.
You're going to love the Lord with all what? All your heart. Meaning what? You're going to do the Lord's statutes and commandments.
That's right.
And in the Lord's statutes and commandments, the Lord is against us doing what? Celebrating Valentine's Day.
That's right.
So
He's
like
against us doing it. Come on.
So like I got another precept. Yeah, I got you. In the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 1 through 6.
Uh-huh.
Come on. Book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 1 through 6. I also like it. Verse 1. And the Most High spake all these words, saying, verse 2, I am the Most High thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Verse 3, thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Right? And the Lord is saying what?
Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
No other gods before me. I wonder when them Christian pastors read this, what they be saying. So you understand, they don't have a clue that Cupid and Astaroth, that they are other gods.
Right.
They don't have a clue. Why? Because your preacher is not there to bring you closer to the Lord. He is running a business, a hustle. You understand? He is pimping you out. You in a church, you are being pimped. You understand? Why? Because he's taking your money and you're not even paying him to do the job. You think he's doing the job, and he ain't. Right? Read on.
Come on. Verse 4. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image.
Any
Or
what?
it's like any graven image.
Right? Lord don't want you going to make any what? Any other God. You don't want that. The Lord want him to, and him only to be what? Worship. All right? You all there?
Come on.
Okay. Where we at now?
I believe we're talking about Cupid, sir.
I think that we good with
The
Cupid.
scripture before that, other ones like it.
No. What scripture is holding?
I was holding Deuteronomy 6, and I was on the 5th verse.
Okay.
Right.
Go ahead. Read it again.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6, and verse 5. And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might.
All right. And that's it. That's what the Lord wants. Now, you do anything other than that, brother, you asking, you asking the Lord to, rain judgment on you. Give me that where it talks about him wanting to he wants judgment to come down like running waters. I think that's in Amos. Give me that. All right. All right. Something I wanted to get to for us and over. Boy, oh boy.
It's like it, sir.
You got it?
Come on. It's the book of Amos, chapter 5:24.
Uh-huh.
But let judgment run down as waters, and righteousness as a mighty stream.
And what?
But let judgment run down as waters, and righteousness as a mighty stream.
And righteousness as a what? Mighty stream. You understand? Like, you don't want to play with the Lord, right? Anything above it? What's the verse above it?
Come on, verse 23 says, take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy vows.
Yes. Read on.
Come on, verse 24. But let judgment run down as waters, and righteousness as a mighty stream.
And righteous. He wants you to be what? Righteous. He wants you to not celebrate Valentine's Day tomorrow. That's what the Lord wants and would rather. You understand? He would rather us not celebrate Valentine's Day.
Slightly, sir.
Come on.
I had a precept, but I don't think it matches what you were saying. Well, slightly, if you could, Bible constructed you.
Let's read it. Let me hear it.
The precept is Romans 1:25. Who changed the truth of God into a lie, and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator,
right?
Who is blessed forever. Amen.
Right. That's your person right there. Where he tries to do what? I'm your pastor. Where he tries to do what? He tries to tie in Valentine's Day in the Bible. I don't know how he's doing it, but he does it. And son, these pastors, some of these pastors extremely skilled, or the congregation extremely slow. One out of the two, but they are perfect match. All right. Okay. Well, if you go celebrate Valentine's Day tomorrow, expect judgment to run like what? Like water on you. Expect it. You understand? Expect your woman to leave you. you go celebrate Valentine's Day. Expect the Lord to come see you. You understand? All right. Any questions? I hope you're paying attention to the news. I mean, you all saw the interview. Just let me know if there are any questions, right? Whoever running the computer. You also saw the interview between I think it was Tucker Carlson and Putin.
Can, sir.
You all saw that, right?
Can, I did.
It's biblical. I talk about biblical. It's what we're learning in the UPK, right? And what we know about Russia. What is Russia role? What is Russia role? Come on.
So, like it, sir, Russia is going to have to move into the Middle East. They're going to have to go, like they're the jump starter in the Middle East.
Basically, right? Remember, it. Which war was Hitler? Hitler was which war?
World War II, sir.
World War II, right? Remember Hitler, right? How Hitler lost that war? You remember how Hitler lost the war?
So, like it, sir. He opened the second front.
With who?
With Russia.
Yes, with Russia. And he was slammed, shot in the middle. He had what? America, France,
England.
and who? And England, the UK, United Kingdom. And then you had Russia coming at them. You understand? Do they give Russia praise for this for ending for defeating Hitler?
Sir.
They don't. And Russia had been trying to do what? Had been trying to get back in, you know what I mean, basically to have a decent relationship with America. They've been trying. They've been trying for years. Right? What happened to the Soviet Union? When was the Soviet Union dissolved? You remember the year?
What is it? 89?
Look it up. Is it? I think it's Gorbachev.
Yeah, Gorbachev was the leader.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So like
it was. Come on.
1991.
1991. Yes. And the reason for that was because Russia was trying to do what? To get with America. But somehow, what did the Lord say about the oppressor?
Like it, sir.
Mm-hmm.
That he'll never change.
That too. But give me his blessing in Genesis. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, 27 to 41. Genesis 27, 41.
So, yeah, pull it for me, Nadia. Or Hawan.
Like I said, it was 21, correct?
41. 27 and 41.
41.
Mm-hmm.
This is the book of this is the book of Genesis, chapter 27, verse 41.
Mm-hmm.
And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing.
Because of the what?
The blessing.
Because of the blessing. Right? It has nothing to do with what? What does it have nothing to do with? Why do they abuse black men, Hispanic men, and Native Indians? What's the reason?
The like the other one.
Come on.
Skin color.
Yes. That's what it's boiled down to. They might say what? Oh, you're criminal, you're illegal, this, that, the other. But that is just an excuse. He does not like you because of who you are. You are God-chosen people. You understand? Read on.
Wherewith his father blessed him.
Wherewith what?
Wherewith his father blessed him.
Wherewith his father what? Blessed him. Read on.
Salakia, sir. You need Salakia. You need verse 40. Salakia, sir.
Go to 40.
This book of Genesis, chapter 27, verse 40. And by thy sword shalt thou live.
I read on.
And shall serve thy brother.
Right? So he's saying what? By thy what?
By thy sword shalt thou live.
By thy sword thou shalt live. This earth, since the oppressor has taken control of the earth, they have always been what?
At war, sir.
Wars, yes. Wars, wars, wars. And that's how he lives. That's how he lives. So you telling me you conquer the whole entire earth. You have one of the biggest continents on the face of the earth, and you're still not satisfied. You're still not satisfied. You conquer black people. You conquer the Africans, right? You can conquer the Asians whenever you feel like it. But you want to conquer your own people. You want to conquer everything. You like blood. Right? What's the Lord saying? Read it again.
And by the sword, thy sword, Slacker, shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother.
And so what?
Serve thy brother.
And so he was supposed to serve us. You understand? He was supposed to serve us. Read on.
And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have dominion, Slacker, have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from thy neck, off, Slacker, from off thy neck.
Right? What is that talking about?
Salakia, sir.
Uh-huh.
That's talking about the time when Esau will have to rule.
Right? Yes. And we in what? We in that time right now. Right? Read on.
And thou shalt break his yoke from off his neck, thy neck.
Read on.
Verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob.
And he what?
Hated Jacob.
He hated Jacob. Read on.
Wherewith his father blessed him. And
yes.
Esau,
go on.
And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand.
Right? And read on.
Then will I slay my brother Jacob.
Then he will what?
Slay my brother Jacob.
And he was going to slay his brother Jacob. You understand? We in this day right now. You have the Mexicans on the border in cages still. Right? Vilifying the Mexicans. Saying that they're what? What words are they using to vilify the Mexicans?
So like sir,
invaders.
Yeah, invaders. What again?
Like it, sir.
Uh-huh.
They call them rapists. It's like I don't know if I could say that. It's like it.
Right? Abusers. Right? Donald Trump. Right? And what again?
Like I said, thieves, gang members.
Yes.
So
yes.
Come
on.
They also say like the Mexicans like take all the jobs and stuff too. They'll try to say that, push that narrative.
Yeah.
It's like it's in New York, they making them seem like they the mafia. Like they don't even got coats, man. and they trying to make them seem like they organized.
Yes. Yes.
Like y'all one.
Come on.
To add to what the brother's saying, Commander YAHANNA, General Hyman, one of them, was talking last night. I think it was General Hyman on Thursday night scripture breakdown, where he was like, it was 21 million jobs. Farmers saying that they can't get nobody to farm, and that's what our Hispanic brothers, they come over here, and that's where they end up on them farms. You wouldn't have 21 million jobs missing on farms if you just leave the Mexicans alone. They don't even try to do nothing. They go work the fields and they happy.
That's right, brother. That's right.
Absolutely, sir.
Come on.
If I may, sir. Also, we spoke about how at the border of all the immigrants, the most immigrants that are allowed in, aside from the Ukrainians, are the Chinese, and that they allow like 55% of the Chinese that seek asylum get it, and only 14% of the rest of the immigrants.
Yes.
You understand? So they're criminalizing these brothers, and also the general brought out that that in Chicago, there was like 30,000 Ukrainians came into Chicago without a word. Nobody even knew they came in, and now it was like I think it's 19,000 immigrants, Hispanic immigrants, and they calling for bloody murder for that.
Yes.
Y'all the one.
Come on.
Also, to add to what also Youngers are saying, it's a long line of Asians at the border right now, as well as Hamites, and nobody is saying anything about it. They turn the Hispanic brothers away from the border, but it's gangs of men, of African men lined up at the border right now, but you don't hear nothing about it.
Yes. Because it ain't had nothing to do with, with that. It has to deal with what? They're not liking the Mexicans. They're not liking black people, Hispanics, because of who they are. You understand? Like America has an agenda, and that agenda is to do what? What's America's agenda?
Slovakia, sir.
Mm-hmm.
They want to rule the world and also keep us separated from one another.
Why? That's a heavy point you brought out there. Why?
Because if we come together, they can't rule. They know that. Like if we either one of us is going to be on top, either Esau or us. That's the, the Most High
That's
made.
it. That's it. That's it. You understand? Is either we going to be on top or they're going to be on top.
Right.
It's either way it's going to happen. That's why as their kingdom fall, we are going to start to do what? Rise.
Like y'all the one.
Come on.
They know also too, if they keep us separated, we'll continue to hate each other. You know what I'm saying? It was a video of a brother who was saying that he was raised in projects in New York for over 30 years. And he was how he was telling the police how he couldn't get back into the projects, and he was saying, "But you're gonna let these MFers in here?" And he was talking about the Hispanic brothers.
Yeah. Yeah. And that is them teaching us to hate each other, as you say.
It's a
You
lot.
understand? Come
on. And then also with 50 Cent, that big dummy. You know what I'm saying? Who turned everything tell his 50 million followers, point the finger at the Mexicans, like they the issue.
Yep. It's a nail on the head when they ain't the issue. They've never been the issue. The issue is your oppressor. You understand? Your oppressor. That's the issue. That's been the issue. Right? Where we at right now?
So, like, I think you were talking about the that interview with Tucker Carlson.
Yes, but I was trying to link it to the fact that, just to put it in a nutshell, it's Russia trying to get back with America to try and be like world police. They wanted the Europeans to be the world police. You understand? And Russia was trying to come back with America to be that. But America did what? Push them away. Right? And now they fit in to do what? Go to war with Russia. They're not worrying about the so-called Chinese. It's Russia they're worrying about. And Putin, he knows it. And the Bible talks about that hook. Remember that hook in the jaw? I think it's in give me Ezekiel 38 and 4.
Turn them back.
Yes. You understand? Go watch that interview for education purposes.
Like you said, what was the precept?
Ezekiel 38 and 4.
Hold on, concert, I have it.
Uh-huh.
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 38, verse 4. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy into thy jaws, and will bring thee forth.
And what?
And I will bring thee forth.
Right? The Lord is saying he's going to put what? The hook. And that hook pulling them is now what you see going on right now. Right? Putin no longer trying to join America and NATO. He begged to join NATO. Begged them to join NATO, and they shut him down. So now Russia have to what? Turn back to what? To that old empire that once was. Otherwise, America is just going to what? Gobble them up. And they know it. They do know it. All right. Let me see. Hold on. I have something here for you. Right? Let's read this right here. A little bit of this. Let me see if I can share my screen. Hold on. I see I wanted who knows the story about what's his name? Joel Osteen.
Salakia, the one that was Officer Mahayar asked, Salakia, sir, did y'all talk about Joel Osteen Church getting shot up?
Well, anybody have the story on why it happened?
Salakia, sir.
Come on.
I don't have the exact, the report that was pulled up about it, but I know somewhat about it.
Somewhat? What happened to it?
As far as I know, a Palestinian woman, she had an AR-15, and she basically had Free Palestine on it. Basically, she did it because
okay,
to do something before.
So now I see why they ain't putting it on the news.
Concept.
Yeah, now I see why they ain't putting it on the news, because they know to put it on the news, they're gonna have some copycat. You understand? Because it started off with the brothers in Indianapolis, right? But it didn't want to put that on the news. They didn't want to give us airplay. But now this come and happen, which means it's going to start a trend if they don't start to do something about what's going on in the Middle East. You understand? When we can't get, we shouldn't worry about them. They're gonna be just fine after all of this. But brother, me and you, we're gonna be in the same position. You understand? We're gonna have a country, no a state. You understand? And the pot we eating out of, ain't none of us making it. The pot we pissing in, ain't nobody making it. Me just making him rich. We're gonna be in the same situation that we in. All right? So read this here for me. What is this saying?
Salak one. It says the secret meaning of freedom, peace, and justice.
Right? The like. What did Barack Obama say again? What did Barack Obama say for his? What is his slogan? His slogan was what? Hope and change. Right? So these are words, you know what I mean? These are like trigger words, you know what I mean, for black people. Hope and change. Right? Peace and freedom and justice. Peace, freedom, and justice. Those are words, you know what I mean, black people want to hear. Right? Read the highlighted part.
Khan. Isn't the goal to put all nations on an equal footing? Isn't that what peace should be about? And equality of nations will never exist in our lifetime.
What?
And equality of nations will never exist in our lifetime.
Yeah, the oppressor knows it. But black people, we don't know it. The Lord knows it. Where is this in the Bible?
You start with in Deuteronomy, out of one. Amos 5 and 5.
Give me Deuteronomy 28 and what?
15. Slack
and 15:01.
15:1.
Right? Give me Deuteronomy 28. I believe start at 1 where he tell you that you're gonna be above all nations. I think it's 15.
You can do 15.
Yeah, give me
28 and 1.
Slightly.
I
have the 28 and 1.
Yeah.
Read it.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day.
So we know this is Moses speaking to the Israelites, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, right? Not Jewish people. These are the Israelites, and you recognize they don't say the Israelites. They say they what? Jewish. They're not the children of Israel. They're not God-chosen people. You understand? We are God-chosen people. The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, according to the Bible. Right? Not according to the world. According to the Bible, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we are God-chosen people. Read.
That the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations.
Above what?
Above all nations of the earth.
So this oppressor knows there will be what? No equality. But guess what? You go ask any black person. Ask them. And ask them if we all have an equal chance in America. What you think they're going to say?
They're going to say yes.
Yes, we do all have an equal chance.
You got to work hard.
Yeah, that's all. We got to work hard, right? Yeah. This devil ain't saying that, though. Right? Read on, Bankel.
Khan. An equality of nations will never exist in our lifetime. Why? Because peace, freedom, and justice are deceptive concepts.
So read that one more time.
Why? Because peace, freedom, and justice are deceptive concepts.
You don't know what it means by deceptive concepts?
Trigonometry.
Yeah. It's deceptive, meaning what? You are thinking these words, peace, freedom, and justice. This song, what? This song good. But brother, once you start asking for freedom, what you really saying?
It becomes elusive.
Not that it becomes elusive. Remember, okay, we are crying out for what?
Sir.
For
justice.
Right. And we know if we're crying out for justice, there cannot be what? If we are crying out for justice, there cannot be what?
So like sir, justice.
No.
In charge?
So like yes, equality.
Yeah, it can't be equality. There
Right.
can't be peace.
Yeah.
It can't be no peace. We crying for justice.
Okay, come on.
But if we crying for justice, then somebody have to what? Somebody had to pay for the crimes.
Yes, sir.
Right. Somebody had to pay for it. But they use these words in a deceptive way. Right? Read on.
Hidden beneath their surface are the instincts of the pecking order.
And that's why the Lord likens the oppressor to what? To a beast, to an animal. You understand?
So I got one.
Come on.
I got a precept.
Go ahead.
Book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3 and verse 1. I'm gonna start at verse 1 and then jump down. So like so Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 1. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. It's like drop down to verse 8. A time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. And so, like, if I could, Otto for Black, Spanish, and Native Indians, just reading chapter 3 and verse 8, that tells us the steps that it's going to go in. We have to love one another. You know what I'm saying? And it is time that we separate ourselves from these other nations, you know, and then allow this war, this third world war, it has to happen. And that's how we get our peace.
That's it. All right? That's how it's going to be. But brother, bet you about some dollar, the oppressor, he's never going to share power with you.
Right.
Never, ever share power with you. Come on.
I had a precept pertaining to us not receiving justice when we're, marching in the streets.
Come on.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 59, verse 11. We roar all like bears, and mourn sore like doves. We look for judgment, but there is none. For salvation, but it is far from us.
Yes. And that's letting you know that what? Hidden beneath their surface are the instinct of what? Their pecking order. The oppressor, he wants to be what? He wants to be on top. And he is going to continue to be what? Deceptive. You understand? Towards us. He's going to continue to tell you everything you want to hear. Say all the niceties. And guess what? You're never going to get it. All right? Skip to the other highlighted part right there. Bankia.
Con. One man's freedom is all too often another man's oppression.
Say that one more time.
One man's freedom is all too often another man's oppression.
All right. Read on.
That's true whether you're a comfortable citizen of a civilized society or a barbarian, restless to bully your way up the ladder.
You understand? That's how he thinks, Isupk.
Salak Adawan.
Come on.
That paragraph between the two highlighted sections is heavy.
Yeah.
That's heavy.
You understand? Like they know and they understand each other. That's why you see the war that's going on right now with the Israelis and the Palestinians. You understand? And then you have the Russia and Ukraine. They understand each other. Totally. They do. We are the ones that don't understand what's really taking place. Why? Because we have poor leadership. You understand? And without Commander YAHANNA and this UPK, we will be the ones being deceived.
Yep,
we'll be believing in that deceptive concept of freedom, of peace, freedom, and justice from your oppressor. Your oppressor cannot give you these things. He cannot give you peace, he cannot give you freedom, and he cannot give you justice. Because if he give you that, that means he's going to have to be the man that's what?
On the bottom.
Yes, and he knows that. He knows that. And he's not willing to do it. You understand?
Salakia, sir.
Come on.
He can't even give it to himself. Most
what
times, he ain't gonna never have no peace, man.
Yeah. You correct. You would never have any peace. That's why it says in Genesis that what? He's going to have to what? He's going to have to unalive. He's going to have to live by the sword. He's going to have to do it. That's how he's going to keep America. That's how he's going to keep the earth. You understand? He knows it. That's why America invests billions of dollars in what? In defense, in their military. Because that's how he's going to live. All right. Any more questions?
Come
on.
It's like, so I was about to say 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3, when it said, let no man deceive you by any means. It goes right back into like us falling for the banana in the tailpipe, thinking that we'll receive the freedom and justice if we follow these certain acts our leaders tell us to do, not knowing that we're dealing with a beast who does not want to trade places with us at all.
Yeah.
He doesn't want equality, even though they push it.
Yes, correct. And okay, and I'm gonna leave you with this. What does he do when he recognizes that he is about to trade places with you? What do some of them do once in a while?
Jump out a window.
Yes, commit suicide. You understand? They unalive themselves if they only think they wake up one morning and they see 2 zeros next to the bank account. That's it. The 401k up in smoke. Oh hell no.
Hell no.
So, like, if I may,
come on.
That was a comedian that told a joke that said if Bill Gates woke up with Oprah Winfrey money, he would take his life or something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you're right. That's a serious joke, but it's a joke. Serious nonetheless. That's the oppressor you're living with. All right. And with that, you all have any question before I'll let you all out? I know we over the time. Any question?
Slightly, sir.
Come on.
It's not necessarily a question, but I was wondering if this pertained to what we were talking about as far as us not receiving justice in him in the time of he's going to receive his oppressors. It's like it's the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establish a city by iniquity. Verse 13, behold, it is not of the Lord of hosts that the people shall labor in the very fire, and the people shall weary themselves for very vanity.
All right, what is that saying?
It's like it's from what I'm seeing is that, death and destruction to him that that builds a city by destroying the people that were there, and also it would be vain for the people to basically serve him. That's like it, sir.
Yes. Yes. You're right. You understand? Like the Lord see what this oppressor built and know that he built it on the blood, sweat, and tears of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And we have not received any type of justice for it.
Right.
And he's going to have to come and save his children. He's going to have to come and give his children some type of what? Some type of justice. You understand? Let's read back here. Read this last paragraph here for me. And I'll let you all out after that.
So hold on 1 second. I want to add it back to the stage.
Read the last paragraph there to the left.
Khan one Khan. The one that's highlighted, peace.
Yes.
Khan one Khan. Peace is another word abused by those with hidden pecking order goals. It usually means, since I'm on top, let's keep the status quo. Or
yes. Which means what? You start to come together. You start to bring your people together. What do they say? We call it unity. What they call it?
Slagia.
Come on.
Hate group.
Slagia one.
Yes, a hate group. Come on.
A cult.
A what? A cult. Yes. Come on.
Yes, sir. Terrorism.
Not so much terrorism. We ain't commit no terror.
Slagia.
Come on.
The only reason I said that is because they try to mark us with the same with the Ishmaelites on how they attack them, so they think that we're going to attack them also.
Salakia, sir.
Come on.
They call us racist, man.
That's it. Those three, racist, they call us a hate group, and what? Cult. That's it. Right? Now read on.
Khan one Khan. Or now that I've managed to climb on your back, would you please be kind enough to sit still?
And that's him. So now when you start doing what he did, meaning he started bringing his people together to do what? They came together with one purpose, to enslave blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
That's right.
And went out doing that, and now they're conquering the earth. They conquered the earth. The who? The French, the Spaniards, the English, America, Russia,
Germany.
Those 10 heads. You understand? And now they want you to do what? Sit still, Negro. Wait, why are you moving? Sit still. You go join the Black Panthers. No, they come destroy that. Quick. Sit still, boy. What you doing? Stop being a racist. You in a hate group. Why are they using those terms? Those terms are to make you what? Sit still, Negro. Sit. Don't move. Read on.
Khan one Khan. Justice is the term used by those on the bottom of the heap who are itching to move up.
You understand? And they know that. They don't hear your justice cry and think, well, you know what, they really, want, justice for this. In their mind, they're thinking what? You are itching to what? To move up. Read.
Khan one Khan. When these folks refer to the struggle for justice, they generally mean, let's keep fighting until I come out on top.
Uh-huh. Go ahead.
Once the devotees of justice have seated themselves on the uppermost rung of the ladder, they too almost invariably become staunch defenders of peace.
You understand? They know that. They know that because they've been doing that to each other back and forth. They've been studying animals back and forth. They've been doing experiments. They know it. And the Bible confirms what? That the fight for power is what? Where's the fight for power? Where's that in the Bible?
It's war. Warfare.
No, where is that in the Bible? What I'm talking about?
Slide, yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
When Jacob and Esau struggled in the womb.
Yes.
Slide, sir. Did
you remember that?
Khan one Khan.
Right? Give me that and we'll end there.
Khan one Khan, sir. Kind of on concert. This is the book of this is the book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 23. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb. So I go to verse 21.
Yeah, come on.
Verse 21.
No, give me where it talks about them. Go ahead. I think you have it there. Go ahead.
Kind of on concert. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife, because she was barren. And the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah, his wife, conceived. And verse 22, and the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus?
Right, why am I thus? Read on.
And she went to inquire of the Lord. Verse 23, and the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
2 nations are in thy womb. You understand? They were struggling, right? They were fighting inside her womb, and she's like, what the hell is going on here? Right? And she went to a prophet of the Lord, and he had to tell her what? You have 2 children in your belly, 2 kids in your belly. 2 nations. They're different from each other. Skip me down where it say when it say I think where it speaks about one of them taking hold of the heel.
Kind of on concert. Verse 26. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel.
You understand? Like that fight there, that's the fight you're talking about right there. You understand? That fight is for what? Power. You understand? We not in here to do what? To sit still. We not sitting still. We're going to keep on crying unto the Lord for what? Justice.
That's right.
We don't expect the oppressor to give us justice. We do not. We want God justice. We don't want reparation. We want justice from the Lord.
That's right.
You understand? All right. And with that, I'm going to pass the class over to Priest and Officer Bankiel.
Men of Israel, Majim, we're going to render one courtesy salute to Captain I.S.U.P.K. Men of Israel, Majim Shabbat, Majim, Barak, Yahweh
Bashim Yahushai Brakathum.
You got a Matan hands down. Sar, turn your face to sisters. Sisters are Majim, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to render one courtesy salute to our sisters. Men of Israel, Majim Shabbat, Majim, Barak, Yahweh Shema. Yadamata. Yeshua means to be seated. I.S.U.P.K. security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K. started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When the new brother
controlling it, Salaki. Put Bankel on the screen.
Almost high Christ. Officer Zion got us, sir. Salaki.
Ain't it, sir?
Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. The book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21. The book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. It means 10th in the Hebrew. It's pronounced ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund is free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. The upcoming holy convocation. We have the Feast of Purim, which is the 14th and 15th day of the 12th month. Thursday, February 22nd, and Friday, February 23rd of this year, according to the book of Esther, chapter 9, verses 20 through 31. We're going to open up the feast in Greenville, and we'll close the feast in Kannapolis here in North Carolina. Commander General YAHANNA will be here. We also have the Lord's annual 55th annual Passover will be April the 20th. It will be held here in North Carolina. Pay your Passover fee. It's $200 per adult, 18 and up, all right? Get your Passover affairs in order. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black. Boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, class dismissed. It's 18. I said 17 one time and I see the flyer and it's 18.